You know where to find me, any place, anytime, cowboy. Sir, this is a time, this is a place. If you want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big guy.
Oh, stop it.
Is that your solution every
Hold it. No, sit down.
Sorry, you're a clown.
Sit down.
Look at you.
You know, you're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Active.
Oh, okay.
Sit down, please.
All right.
Can I respond, Mr.
Hold
Chairman?
it. Hold it. If
Hold
we
on.
can,
This
no,
is
I have
what
the
he
mic.
said.
I'm sorry.
This is
Hold
what
it.
he said.
You'll have your time.
Okay.
Can I respond?
Oh, no, you can't. This is a hearing. And God knows the American people have enough of contempt for Congress. Let's not
I don't
make
like
it worse.
thugs and bullies.
You have,
And that's
you
what-
have
I don't
the
like
right-
you, because you just
Hold it.
described yourself. Thank you for inviting me to testify today about how unions are improving the lives of American working families. I'm Sean O'Brien, General President, International Brotherhood of Teamsters. Let me start with a simple fact. Workers who belong to a union earn better wages and benefits than workers who aren't union members. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average union worker makes 18% more than their non-union counterparts. Interest in unions is at an all-time high, and for good reasons. Just look at a unionized company like UPS and compare it to non-union Amazon, who do the same job every single day. Both companies have tough, stressful working environments, but workers at Amazon are twice as likely to be injured on the job. Workers at Amazon are under constant surveillance and fear of losing their jobs. A regular package car driver at UPS makes twice as much as an Amazon delivery driver under the independent contractor model. American labor laws do nothing when employers refuse to negotiate a first contract after workers choose to join a union. This is one of the primary reasons why union membership continues to decline despite workers' interest in unions being higher than ever. American workers want unions. They have a right to join or form a union, but employers will try everything they can to deny that right to working people. When these same people have friends on Capitol Hill who help them get away with it, the potential for workers to get ahead in this country further disappears. If we want to make America a better country, we have to stop letting corporations destroy the middle class through their abuse and exploitation of workers.
Just to get a little factual on what Mr. O'Brien just said about right-to-work states versus forced work states. According to the compensation data report of the U.S. Commerce Department, an average salary for private sector employee in 2019 was $4,000 higher than the average employee in forced union states, stating that right-to-work states pay more. Now, if we also want to break this down to statistics, which was quoted earlier by Mr. O'Brien, about wage differences, if you talk to the Bureau of Labor Statistics in non-union jobs, their average salaries raised 14.6% compared to 11% wage increase on unionized workers from 2020 to 2023. If you go back to the percentage of union workers, because if unions was working so well, then you'd see an increase in union jobs, not a decrease. 50 years ago, 33% of our labor force was union. Today, it's 10.1%. If you go back and you start looking at wage earned, if you actually compare comparable wages to ages, not a partisan point, but you go to all wages earned, not just comparing 16 and over to 54 to 64-year-old ages, you'll see that the actual average, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, that if you subtract the union dues, it's actually higher. Non-union employees are getting paid by roughly 1% to 2%, which is exactly what union dues are, is 1% to 2% of their salary. So I just wanted to set the record straight on that, and that's coming from statistics, all right? Now, let's talk about Mr. O'Brien himself, his behavior. As everybody knows, and it's here in the last time, him and I kind of had a back and forth. You're forcing them to pay dues? And
No,
then,
we don't force
hold
anyone
on.
Senator, you've asked the
You're
question.
out of line,
Let him
man.
answer
Actually,
the
I haven't,
question.
and don't tell me I'm out
You
of line.
are out of line.
Don't tell me I'm out of line.
Well, you frame,
don't tell me. I'm
you
making
frame,
a
you
statement.
frame, you
Sir,
frame the statement
you need
like
to
a
shut
tough
your
guy.
mouth
Yeah.
because you don't know
You're
what
gonna tell me to
talking
shut my
about.
mouth?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Hold it.
Yeah.
Hold it.
Yes, I
Tough
did.
guy. I'm not
Senator,
afraid of physical.
You
Senator,
don't have
hold
to be,
it.
but don't sit there and tell me I'm out of line. It's
We
not.
hold greedy CEOs
That's
like yourself
not-
accountable.
You call me a greedy CEO?
Oh, yeah, you
There
are.
it is.
You want to attack my salary, I'll attack yours. What
go
did you
ahead.
make? What did you make when you owned your company?
When I made my company, I kept my salary down at about $50,000 a year because I invested every penny into it.
Okay. All right. You mean you hid money?
Appreciate your demeanor today. It's quite different. But after you left here, you got pretty excited about the keyboard. In fact, you tweeted at me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And let me read what the last one said. It said, greedy CEO who pretends like he's self-made. Sir, I wish he was in the truck with me when I was building my plumbing company. Myself and my wife was running the office because I sure remember working pretty hard and long hours. Pretends like he's self-made. What a clown. Fraud. Always has been, always will be. Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings. You know where to find me. Any place, anytime, cowboy. Sir, this is a time, this is a place. If you want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big
No,
guy.
no, stop it.
Is that your
All right.
solution every
Hold it. No, sit down.
why you're a clown.
Sit down.
Look at you.
No, you're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Active.
Oh, okay.
Sit down, please. You have the mic. You have time.
All right.
Make your statement.
Then let's do this, because I did challenge you, and I accepted your challenge, and you went quiet.
No, I didn't go quiet. I was.
Hold on.
No,
You challenged me to a cage match,
No,
acting like a
sir.
12-year-old schoolyard
Hold it.
bully.
Excuse
Sir,
me.
hold on.
Hold it. No, excuse me. I have the
I
mic.
will say exactly.
Senator
what he
Mullin,
said.
I have the mic. You have questions on any economic issues, anything that said, go for it. We're not here to talk about physical abuse.
You brought.
We're not
him
talking
in.
about, of course I
And,
did.
and let me
He's-
show you his hearing, because I want to expose this thug to who he is. In
Could you not point at
2013
me? That's disrespectful.
All right.
I don't care about respecting you at all. I respect
don't
people that
respect you at all.
respect. So
All right, hold it.
let me
Hold it. No,
You're one of
Yeah,
100 of the most
hold
elite
it,
people.
please.
Act it.
Please. All right? This is excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
This is a hearing to discuss economic issues. All right? If you have questions for Mr. O'Brien or anybody else on what he has said, go for it.
I mean-
But we're not here to talk about fights or anything else.
I'm quoting exactly what he said.
You can
and
say
this
what
is-
you want,
This is
but-
your witness
This
you
is
brought.
my
And let me,
witness.
I'm exposing him.
You can
as a
talk
person
anything you
who
want,
is. So
but
in
no fight-
2013,
Nope.
in 2013, O'Brien was suspended by the Teamsters for intimidating your own members. In 2014, you were part of, what would you say, organizing the harassment, intimidation of the Top Shelf crew.
Chef, not chef.
Top Chef, okay. And then, and I think in the reports they said sexual, racist, and homophobic slurs and death threats. 14 tires were sliced, and 5 Teamsters were arrested. And you said, well, I had nothing to do with it. But however, in that same statement, you said, but if I get called to testify, I'll plead the fifth. This is a witness you brought in here. In 2017, you were removed as lead negotiator by then President Hoffa for UPS for your actions. And then in 22, when this guy was elected, what he said after he got elected was he wanted to bring the mob mentality back to the Teamsters. This is your guy.
And you're
He
obviously
can-
going to give him a
he-
chance to
he
respond to
can-
your questions.
Absolutely, absolutely, because this is my question. Because you called me out. I didn't call you out.
Yeah, you did.
You said anytime, any place.
That's
what you
that.
said.
Let's get the record
Okay.
straight.
Ms. Hold it, no.
Hold on.
Senator Mullin, do you have a question for the witness?
Yeah, I think
Okay,
that's what I'm getting
let's
at.
hear it.
So, anytime, any place.
No, that's not,
April is a charity event.
no,
for-
that's not, no.
No, it's a,
No, we-
sir, he said it, and this is my
He is
time,
here to
and you
te-
didn't set
no.
parameters on what the questions can or cannot be asked, and I'll ask.
No,
you
you're not going to,
questions.
we're not going to be talking about
yes, we
physical
can.
confrontation.
Oh, this is about charity, for a union charity, because this
This
is for
is,
firefighters and.
do you have a
policemen.
question on his
April,
testimony?
April.
Grow up,
April
will you
next
please?
You have
grow
a
up. You're an
question
embarrassment.
on his, let's not
year.
be,
You said it.
You're an
You
embarrassment.
said
You're
it,
an
and I'm just
embarrassment.
simply answering it.
You
Senator
reached
Mullin,
out
go
to
hold
your
it,
buddies.
hold it.
I-
Senator Mullin, you made some charges.
Charges?
Mr. O'Brien, do you want to respond to
Yeah,
the
go ahead,
question?
please.
Yeah, I mean, look, the reality of it is, you
Accept
know,
my challenge,
Mr.
tough guy.
Mullen, tough guy.
Answer, hold it, answer the questions.
All right, you're one. He
Please.
made a lot of statements, right? And his statements are fiction at best.
Fiction, I read them.
Can you answer?
What?
Answer the question, please.
I can't understand him, to be honest with you. He rambles so much. What was your question, actually?
Well, you said I made a lot of statements.
No, but what's your question? I don't understand your question. Could you repeat it?
You said anytime, any place.
What's your question?
Accept the challenge.
What challenge?
You said anytime, any place. I'm accepting yours, so why don't you come
What
back?
challenge? What challenge are you talking
April
about?
30th. How about we do it for a charity? at the Smoking Guns in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
No, we're not going to be
what was the
talking about
challenge?
physical
What are you talking about?
confrontations here.
You want to fight me?
What'd you say about anytime, any place?
Let's have coffee, discuss our differences.
Oh, that's what you said.
Yeah, that's right, exactly.
All right, well, let's sit down and have coffee.
Let's
I'd
do
love
it.
to.
I'd love to.
But
do it.
It's
the,
funny how you're backing out.
okay.
I don't back on anything.
You did.
You're the one. You're a 100.
Senator-
should be the most influential people in this country making changes.
Senator
You're
Hassan-
focused on.
Okay.
Why-
You're
Thank
focused
you.
on
Why did you-
debate
Thank you.
that's not
Why-
even relevant.
Keep texting
You're an
me and they
embarrassment.
got
Senator,
silent.
You're
excuse
an
me.
embarrassment.
They went
That's what you
silence
are.
after
You're an
after
embarrassment to the
text.
state of
this
Oklahoma.
hearing is about the condition of the working class in America.
You
That's
brought
what
a
we're
thug
talking.
into this.
You're the biggest thug here.
You brought him in.
All right,
You're the biggest thug. Even your colleagues call you
why
a
you do
joke.
what you're doing, Senator Hassan.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Senator
Chair.
Hassan, you got a
Senator
question?
Mullin, please yield. I've been recognized
No,
by the
you
chair.
got it.
Act accordingly.
now-
Microphone is yours.